So basically, we're about to start today's brokers update. So I'm Kelvin, I'm still around. I heard that the feedback from the market is that I'm no longer with Triumph. No, that's not true. I'm still with Triumph now. So guys, welcome back again for this March brokers update. So basically, if you can hear me, please give me high five so that I know that you can hear me loud and clear. All right, that's great. That's great. That's great. Thank you for your feedback. So yeah, I know that most of you can hear me very loud and clear. Thank you, guys. Basically tonight our session will be in English and followed by Mandarin tomorrow evening. And this is a broker's update. And by the way, all these webinar material I already uploaded in the chat box in two format. One is in WeTransfer file. You can download, click the link and download. It's within these 7 days. So this Saturday until next Friday. So you can download it. And the other way is that if you have updated your Zoom version, you should be able to download from the chat box. Otherwise, you can click on the WeTransfer link. So basically tonight our session will take about half an hour. Then I will answer a few questions in regard to this latest update on TEX upgraded version. All right, so these are very important. So at least you have better understanding of what is actually the upgraded version of TEX in terms of your navigation of Traders Room as well as your TEX. All right. So before we start, I would like to invite you to get a notebook and please take down a few important messages that I'm about to share with you in regards to this TEX. A lot of people say 2.0, but I would like to say it's upgraded version. All right. So number one, please write down the total interface in TEX upgraded version is totally different from TEX before. Okay, the existing TX and the new TX, the interface is totally different, and you'll be able to see that the latest TX upgraded version, the interface or user interface would be totally different and is gearing toward what I would like to say on official cryptocurrency platform. All right, so let's start. What is the broker's update for today? So we have 4 areas to cover. What's new in TX? So what's new in TX? So at least you know what's new in TX. Followed by there's a wallet in Traders Room, and yes, our internal transfer will be moved back to Traders Room. All right, so for those of you who have familiarized with Traders Room, internal transfer, you should be able to use back the same method. And number 3 is that what is the company's current initiative for the past 2 months, all right, to 3 months, and then followed by some update on USDT withdrawal status. All right, so these are very key. Do take important notes. If it doesn't happen to you, then it's all right, but just take note on few things about update in terms of USDT withdrawal. Okay, then let's number 1, we look into what's new in TX. What are the new features to overcome existing TX shortcoming? So there are 2 areas. One is totally redesigned, which already happened, and the other one is upcoming launches coming soon. When I say coming soon, the management has informed me is somewhere between 2 to 3 months. Within these 2 to 3 months, this thing will happen. So let's look at what is the totally redesigned TX upgraded version. Number 1, improve in terms of security. So since we are gearing toward full-fledged cryptocurrency platform, so we need to improve our security in terms of the TX platform. So that will be very key. And number 2 is ultra-fast matching engine. For example, we noticed that based on the feedback, some of you may have issue, like for example, when you want to key in new withdrawal address, when you click into adding new withdrawal wallet address, the problem that some of you may have faced is the token. When you want to select the token, the either TFX or USDT doesn't appear. So that is something that will not happen. It's already addressed. And the other thing is that for those of you that is new in terms of like want to generate the TFX wallet address, sometimes it doesn't appear. So all this will be able to address in this new platform. And number 3, of course, professional and highly customizable user interface. For example, in the current TX, you can only see one price chart, but in new upgraded version TX, you can select few different type of chart that you want to put into your screen. So it's totally new. All right. So it's you can put in as many as information that you want to look at the price trend and all those things. So it's totally customizable. So you can put it into your chat screen. If you have two monitor screen, you can actually put in more charts that if you want to look into. All right. So this is something new. So I would like to invite all of you when come to 7th of March, which is next Tuesday. Please go into log in into your TX, activate again and log in into it and look at the latest user UI, user interface, so that you can have better understanding of how the thing works. And the button for limit, buy, limit sell, okay, and also withdrawal, all will be in a different place. All right, so you need to explore that. And of course, do not worry. Gradually, we will introducing to you various videos. So go to our YouTube channel to look into the video tutorial in our official YouTube channel. Okay, so upcoming launches is that we'll be listing of new coins such as BTC, ETH, and Dogecoin, etc. will be coming within these 2 to 3 months. And also we will be driving publicity so that we can increase awareness in terms of TX. All right, so TX is actually going to be like something like Binance, Huobi, going to be into that direction. And of course, we're introducing staking in future. Now, for those of you who doesn't understand what's staking, I'd like to invite you to Google it and you'll be able to know what is staking. But this is not now, this is coming soon in future, moving forward. And next question, usually people will ask, when will TFX go listing, go public? But at this period of time, at this point of time, we are not ready yet until the liquidity has improved. Then we'll be able to list our TFX to go to public. Okay, that is a few things that I want to share with you now. All right, and the other thing would be you need to reactivate again. Okay, so you need to reactivate your TFX in the upgraded version. So I would like to say the upgraded version is actually the process of activation is the same as the previous one. So you can always go back, log into the traders room, go to TAX, click activate, and then there are a few steps, and then you can set the TAX exchange login password. So guys, I want you to pay attention to the following few slides, and I will explain to you. Please take note on this because you and your leaders, even your IB leaders will want to know, okay, that what are the changes. All right. So as usual, you need to go into your traders room and then you log in, key in your ID, login ID and your password. This one doesn't change, still the same steps. All right. So you need to first enter your ID, followed by your password, and you click login. So once you log in, you will be able to see this button activate. So you need to click activate. All right. So click activate. And once you click activate, you'll see that insert your unique email. All right. So you need to key in your email address. Remember, this email address must be the email address that you're able to log in into so that it will send you the what we call the passwords for you to log in into your TX. And guys, do take note on this, okay? Here, please take note, yeah? Here you will need to use a unique email to activate an account, which just means you can't sign in for another TX account using the same email, okay? Remember, one email is for one account only. So you have this question in your mind. So what if you have, okay, currently we understand, so I want you to pay attention to this very, very carefully. All of you may have more than one fund manager in different master IB. Okay, so usually you are using the same email, okay, to access the X, the version, the old version. When come to the new version, you need to use different email to log into different ID. So it means that let's say you have fund manager A, so you have one ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you only can use one email. And if you have another ID in fund manager B of different hierarchy, different master IB, you need to use another different email. So most of you have this concern is that if I have more than 7 or 8 or even 20, 30, 40, 70 accounts under one email, what should I do? okay, your main concern is that you want to make sure that you can do internal transfer of your TFX in each account. Yes or no? Yes, right? So this is your main concern. Am I right? If this is your main concern, please go into and let me know. All right. So this is your main concern, right? Okay. So let me see. Yes, this is your main concern. All right. So nothing to be confused about. If you understand the traders room internal transfer, that would be solved. All right. So guys, thank you for your feedback. So now let's look into the next following explanation. As we mentioned before, all right, as we mentioned before, let's go back to this. As we mentioned before, the internal transfer will move back to your internal transfer will move back to traders room. So it means that either whether you have activated your TEX or you didn't activate your TEX, as long as you can access to all your accounts in traders room, okay, you need not you need not activate so many TX account. Okay, moving forward, TX account is your trading platform. It's your trading platform whereby you sell, you buy TFX to you sell TFX into USDT. You may buy USDT to buy TFX. So you need to do that in TX. So actually, you have one account is good enough. Okay, but the main concern is that how can you move your TFX from other accounts into one, consolidate into one account? So you can still do internal transfer across hierarchy. So if you have fund manager A account, also you have fund manager B account, so you can actually go in, log in into either one of your fund manager A or B account in traders room, and you can do internal transfer into the other account. So basically you have no issue access and do internal transfer for all your TFX in different account. Okay, so I hope it's clear. So you need not worry about that, because the logical part is that as long as you can access into your traders room account in each hierarchy, you should be able to do internal transfer to any account that you wish. All right, so that is very key. So once you log in into this, then a 6-digit verification code will be sent to your registered email, which you already typed in before, all right, in step 3. And step number 5, you need to activate, you click activate. So once you click activate, everything will be completed. Okay, so that's how the whole process works. Okay, so remember, internal transfer now move back to traders room. So if you have 10 accounts registered under the same email, that's not the issue. You still can perform internal transfer within those 10 accounts or to any accounts of your new investors if you want to sell your TFX to them. All right, so that's how the whole thing works. And please take note, please write down this important message. In the traders room, you can actually do internal transfer for both TFX and USDT. It means that you can do internal transfer from one account to another account, either in TFX or in USDT. All right. So in this manner, it's actually we listen to the feedback from the IBs. They say it's too cumbersome to do internal transfer in the TAX, so they prefer to go back to traders room. So we move back to the traders room internal transfer. As long as key in the right name and the right account ID, that should not be a problem for you to do internal transfer. I hope it's clear. So again, internal transfer all move back to traders room. You can do internal transfer either in TFX or in USDT. So you can decide on this. So we have solved the internal transfer part, all right? So that's how the whole process goes, okay? So what does the future of TX looks like? Okay, it will become a fully standalone cryptocurrency exchange like any other crypto exchange platform. And number 2, we are establishing new market for crypto traders all around the world to trade their cryptocurrency using our TX platform. And for those of you, our investors that holding TFX, you will enjoy certain discounted transaction fees and also trading fees in TX. For example, if you want to move your USDT to any other cryptocurrency, you can, or any other platform, you have discounted fees, transaction fees. If you want to trade your USDT to any other coins, you may also get a discounted fees in TX if you are our investor that holding TFX. Otherwise, if you are purely crypto traders, you will not, standard rate applies. All right. So this is the moving forward. What is the how the future of TX looks like? Okay. Next would be the wallets in traders room. Okay. So the wallet in traders room, the key important point is that it's totally separate. Traders wallet in traders room is totally separated from TX wallet. Okay, so you may now perform internal transfer for both TFX and USDT in traders room. Okay, and you may still buy USDT in traders room. Now here we also receive a lot of inquiry. Since the brokers say that they do not accept deposit, why they still have USDT? Well, we do not accept deposit. Okay, we do no longer accept deposit. And anyone want to buy TFX, they have to buy from the exchange. All right, buy from existing holders of TFX. What the broker provide is the facility to buy USDT. That's it. So buying USDT is different, yeah. It's different from buying TFX. We are not selling TFX. All right, we only provide the facility to buy USDT in traders room. Okay. All right, so this is the process. Number 3, and you need to understand how to perform internal transfer. Make sure that the ID and the name is correct. All right, so then the transaction will be successful. And next is how to use the push or pull features in traders room to transfer TFX or USDT between traders room and TX. All right, so moving forward, traders room is where you keep all your wallet. All right, and TX is where the any profit sharing will be reflected in TX each ID, and also will be reflected in the traders room, reflected in both X. What happened now? Okay, the old version is that every time when it comes to profit sharing by your appointed fund manager, you will be able to see TFX reflected into your traders room wallet. At the same time, it also appear in your TX wallet. So this doesn't change, still remain the same. Okay. Next is that the push and pull functions. All right, you need to understand this. Actually, the meaning of it is already written in the traders room when you access it on Monday. Okay, over Saturday and Sunday, there are system integration happening between traders room and also TX. So therefore, you are not able to log in. Okay, it's under system maintenance. So by Monday, when you log in, you should be able to see what is push and pull. So for example, if you want to, let's say for example, you have TFX and you want to sell your TFX and to get USDT. So what you need to do is that when you click on push, all right, push button, so you actually transfer your TFX from traders room to TX exchange. And in the TX exchange, you sell your TFX and then you get your USDT. Okay, that's how simple it is. All right, and just in case that if you have want to pull, okay, meaning that you have TFX, okay, you, let's say for example, you already bought your USDT and you went to TX and you bought this TFX. So you want to transfer your TFX into your traders room. Therefore, you need to use the pull button, transfer your TFX to traders room from TX. And guys, please take note, this is actually the same as like before. TX is like MT4 trading platform. It's exactly the same. All right, so what you need to do is that whatever TFX you have in TEX exchange, you need to pull into your traders room before you can do attachment. Okay, this is for those of you that want to buy TFX. So once you bought TFX in TEX exchange, you need to pull the TFX into the traders room wallet before you can do attachment. Otherwise, your TFX will remain in TX. Okay, this is for those who buy TFX using USDT in TEX exchange. For those of you that already have appointed fund manager, every end of the profit sharing cycle, your TFX will be reflected automatically in traders room. Okay, that is the two different things. I hope I'm clear. So far, so good, guys. Clear? Very clear? Okay, clear. That's great. All right. So here, I believe that most of the leader also attending this webinar, I would like to invite or urge you to conduct webinar for your team. All right, so I believe that some of your team still very new. They might not know how to navigate the internal transfer mechanism or even push or pull button. You need to educate them on this, and please do more webinar by using this PPT. And in fact, you can also send them some YouTube videos on how to do push or pull button or perform internal transfer in Traders Room. Everything is in the YouTube channel. Okay, so you can actually get all those material from our YouTube channel. Okay. Then the next would be company's current initiative. For the past 2 months, we have been actively engaging. I mean, company also play their part in engaging with potential master IBs in the market to build their business using TEX platform. All right, so actually, like most of the IB leaders, they have also start to get new investor coming in, and the company also do their part by engaging with various master IBs to build their business using TX platform. All right. And number two, and we have been actively since December to drive the price of TFX via stabilizer. We already came in. Okay. And number three, new business is growing with steadily uptrend momentum. And currently, our new IB registration has hit over 2,000 on daily basis. 2,000 new application on daily basis. As you can see, over the December, January, February, the momentum is on uptrend, but it's not a stiff uptrend. Okay, it's not really stiff exponential, but the trend is already up. As you can see, in February alone, we have more than 60,151 application from for the new IDs. All right, so it means that February we have only 28 days, so we have 60,000. It's actually more than 2,000 on daily basis. So you can actually check on daily basis if you have any new registration. If you have two new registration that you perform, you apply in the same day or in the same time, you can see the approval from one to next application. The number jump pretty fast. It jump between thousands or hundreds. All right, so it shows that how fast the thing has moved. All right, so we know that a lot of leaders start to build their new investor base. So we want to say appreciate for your effort, and we like to validate your effort for moving forward with all this. All right, so of course some different perspective, they have different investors have different perspective, they will act differently. Okay, so those new that coming in, they see the potential of it, so therefore they came in with this. All right, so I think we have covered that before. All right, and number four, this is the latest update for most of you doesn't have this issue, but the company need to update on this. Okay, when you have USDT in your TX, if you want to transfer into Binance, Huobi, or Bybit or any other crypto exchange platform, usually it takes less than 50 minutes done. Okay, so the standard lead time in processing USDT transfer is pretty fast. All right, but there are a few cases at this point of time. I can tell you there are about 12 cases pending. Only 12. All right, so I don't get panic. I just want to inform you on this. So there are number of about 12 USDT transfer under review due to suspected unusual activities. All right, so you may wonder what is suspected unusual activities. This refer to the USDT that they receive is not a clean USDT. All right, so I mean, if you look at fiat money, I mean currency, the fiat money, it could be some black money, right? So black market money. So that is very dangerous. And our compliant and legal team have noticed that there are some of USDT when they do transfer via a platform, it's not a clean USDT. Therefore, they are under review. It could take them between 2 days to 1 week or even more if their case become more complicated. So next question is how to ensure your USDT transfers does not fall under suspected unusual activities. Please take note on this. Number one, you have to make sure the source, you need to know the person or understand them or know them, or that the USDT is not is coming from a clean source. All right, a clean source, or even the fiat money that they use to buy USDT have to be clean. All right, so meaning that someone that you deal with, you need to know them, or at least from the official platform. Okay, if you go to any other exchanger outside or any other agent, you have to be very careful. All right, otherwise, this money when they go through our broker, they will have to check on it. All right, so we don't want our platform to become an avenue for people to do money laundering. So these are very key. So at the moment, only 12 cases. All right, we detected only 12 cases. So that's under review. The rest of you, no issue at all. All right, so but we need to highlight this so that you understand the importance of getting the clean USDT, all right, from the right source. Okay, and a lot of people also asking this when come to today, Saturday and Sunday, you have no access to TX and also Traders Room because of system integration and also upgrading the entire platform. And when come to Monday, you can actually log into your TX and also your Traders Room, but you cannot do any trading yet for the EX upgraded version. Is for you to get familiarized with all the user interface, new user interface. So you have one day to activate and start to get familiarized with your user interface. Okay, so on the 7th, which is next Tuesday, all right, at GMT 10:00, so the market will reopen. Okay, the TX exchange will open again. So a lot of people is saying that maybe the price should be set should be at 1. So again, it's like the old version of TAX. So when it started, it's always started at 1. All right, but this new version, the thing will happen in this manner. Okay, so I want you to understand on this part, this slide. If you ask me tonight which within the whole webinar which slide is more important, I'm telling you this is the most important slides so that you can explain to your team. All right, so usually the sellers, they'll set their desirable selling price. All right, so sellers know that the intrinsic value of TFX is at 1. So if they want to sell, they put at 1. Okay, they list the selling price at 1. Okay, and the buyer, of course, they'll set their desirable buying price. So buyers always want to buy at the lowest price. All right, so on the 7th of March, if you see all the seller list at 1, and you see buyer, they may list at 20 cent, 30 cent, okay, because they want to buy at the lowest. But when there's no, when the supply and the buyer doesn't meet, the price doesn't meet, so there's no price set in the exchange. So once the price point is met, the TFX price is set at TX exchange. All right, so let's say someone, I give you one example. Okay, I give one example. So let's say all the seller, they know the value is at 1, so they insist on 1. Okay, when they sell the TFX, they sell the limit sell at 1. Okay, the price is at 1. And all the buyer, of course, they want to buy at the cheaper rate or the lowest rate they want to. All right, buy low, sell high. This is what they always think, right? So if they set at, let's say, 25 cents, for example, so but all the seller want to sell at 1. So no one want to sell below at 1. So there's no transaction happen until there are some, either buyer move the price up or the seller move the price down. All right, so when the price point is met, so the TX at price will be set in the exchange. All right, so again, it depends on seller's decision and willingness to sell at which price level. All right, so if you have seller that all the sellers say no, our intrinsic value is at 1, I cannot go below 1. All right, so but somehow or other you never know the sentiment of sellers in the market. All right, some may say, okay, I'm okay with 80 cents. They may set 80 cents. Okay, so buyer keep waiting, there's no lower price, they will up their bid. Okay, so they may 25, 35, 45, it depends. So at the end of the day, it's always supply meets demand. So the price on the 7th of March is very much depend on the seller's decision and the willingness to sell at which price level. So it's all come down to the seller that control the price. All right, the decision is in the seller's hand. All right, so this will happen. So when you see when the TAX open on 7th of March, the market, the trading floor open on 7th of March, you'll be able to see the price that is set. So when the price is set, let's say on 50 cents, it means that there's one seller want to sell at 50 cent, and there's a one buyer want to buy at 50 cent. So therefore, the price of 50 cent is reflected in the exchange. Okay, so this is how the whole mechanism works. All right. So guys, so these are a few important things that I want to mention to you, and this is how it will happen on the 7th of March. So you have over the weekend to engage your team and talk to them and share with them all this new information. Okay. So in conclusion, the upgraded version of TX is gearing for future expansion of full crypto currency platform. And you should know the intrinsic value of TFX is at 1 USDT. And to get familiarized with new TX platform, and also relearning the features in Traders Room, especially for those that is new. All right, so they might not really understand what is Traders Room internal transfer, pull and push function. When should I pull? When should I push? All right, so these are the things that leaders should conduct webinar to guide them. All right, so that's how the whole things works. All right, so that's all for me for this upgrade. It may take almost half an hour. So next I'll be going into Q&A. So the first Q&A I'll be looking into Q&A. So I'll focus on what are the things that we will share about. Okay. Do we still need to set up 2FA for internet transfer in Traders Room? By setting to 2FA or Google Authentical the services, it's up to you. If you want to activate 2FA, by all means, go ahead. If you don't want to activate your 2FA, you can do so. It's up to you. If you have a very strong, I would say, if you have a very strong password and you have no issue with actually, you no need to have 2FA. It's up to you whether you can use 2FA. Can we swap TX with Bitcoin? Actually, your Bitcoin or Ethereum coins. Actually, you're referring to, can I trade Bitcoin or Ethereum coin using our TX platform? The answer is yes. When the Bitcoin and Ethereum coin is listed in our exchange, TX exchange, then you can actually use the USDT, or you can also transfer your Bitcoin from other platform into TX and do transaction there. Is when the price is listed up. Okay. Next would be where does TFX being withdrawn? So the withdrawal of TFX is actually in the TX. So the withdrawal is in TX. All right. So let's say you have TFX, you push your TFX into TX exchange, you sell it, and you get your USDT. You can actually withdraw your USDT in TX. Okay, that's how you go about it. Okay, still the same. What at what time TEX will start trading? All right. So basically on the 7th of March at GMT 000, it means that 8 o'clock in Malaysia, Singapore, China, 7 o'clock in Indonesia, Thailand. So how to know GMT 00? Google and you will know. Like if you GMT +8, it means that 8 o'clock in the morning. If GMT +7, it means 7 o'clock in the morning. All right. So depend on where you're located. Okay. If you're located at Greenwich, it's actually midnight. All right. So that's how the whole thing works. It means no more market price. No. You can still use market price to do transaction by selling or buying your TFX, or you can actually use TX limit price. You can actually use limit price to buy or sell. It's up to you. So TFX price on 7th of March will start at 1 USDT. It's very much the seller set at 1, it become 1. Okay, so of course the buyer will try to buy at the lower price. So it depends on whether the seller willing to sell at the lower price. Okay. So different master, different fund manager need different email. Okay, the thing is this, I want to repeat again. If you, for example, you have, let's say you have 10 accounts in 10 different master IB, actually, do you need 10 accounts to do tradings? The answer is no, you just need one, right? So you actually can activate one out of 10 account in TEX. And the rest of 9 accounts, you can actually use your go log into the traders room and do internal transfer into one account that you have activated in TEX exchange. Got my point? Let's say, for example, you have 10 account, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 account in 10 different master IB. You need to just activate account 1 in TEX exchange. The other 9 accounts, you no need to activate. But you can go into the traders room, log in into the traders room for account 2 to 10. And you can actually do internal transfer all those TFX into account 1. And you can use account 1 and log into TAX and do the trading in using account 1. Okay? So that could be one thing. How could TramFX know the USDT is black market money? Wow, we have a method to trace it. So there's a, when you know that in USDT, there are some USDT address that is been flagged. So it means that this USDT wallet, ERC2 or TRC20, this wallet address is been flagged as a black money. So we will know. All right. So this is how it works. Okay. A lot of people is asking about coin settlement format. At this point of time, the management is focusing on the TX upgraded version, the launching and implementation of TX 2.0, or as referred by most of you, what we call upgraded version. We are focusing on executing this flawlessly. And number two, we are also focusing on the system integration between the new upgraded version of TEX with our traders room. Okay, so we are focusing on this. In terms of coin settlement proposal that we receive from the leaders, we will study it concurrently, but we are not going to do anything about it. We are focusing, the current priority is focusing on execution of TX upgraded version and also system integration between TX and traders room. And coin settlement, we will look into it and we will come out with our decision in due time. Okay. What if everyone sell at 1 USDT and no one buy? It means that no one buy. So everyone sell at 1, then the buyer doesn't want to pay 1, there's no transaction happen in TA exchange. Okay? Previously, the push and pull was for MetaTrader 4. Does this feature remain? Yes, you understand now. Yes. Instead of you refer to MetaTrader 4, MT4, you actually refer it as TX exchange. It's still the same. The coin settlement, the current existing coin settlement still happen on daily basis. All right, as long as the TFX price fall below 1, then the coin settlement will appear on the daily basis. Do we need to set wallet password in TX? The answer is yes. This is for your security purpose. How do we know what is the available price by seller, or how can we set buy and wait for, or we can view and meet the seller price? Well, actually, when you log in into TX Exchange, you can look at the green color listing and the red color listing. So the red color is where the seller want to sell. They may put at 1 the volume of TFX. That's where you can see the price. No OTP required for internal transfer. No, it depends on you. If you want to set your OTP, then you have OTP. If you don't want to set it, you can decide not to set it. Is the decision is in your hand. How do we transfer USDT out from our wallet? Uh, it's exactly the same as how you transfer your USDT from Binance to Huobi. It's the same. It's the same format. It's the same steps. Okay, so moving forward, you actually need not worry about too many. Actually, you have, let's say you have 10 accounts. You only need one to do trading. So no need to worry about you need to set up 10 email. Because at the end of the day, you still move everything to one TX account and do your transaction there, right? Okay, the coin settlement on daily basis still happen if the price of TFX fall below one. Is there his answer, is there an unstaking period for TX? Uh, at the moment, we do not have features in this upgraded version of staking features, but in future, we will roll out staking features. Okay, at this point of time, not yet. When will the new system is ready to use and trade? What is the exact time? Is at GMT 000 on 7th of March. The TX exchange upgraded version will open for trading. May I know if the daily buyback limit, it means coin settlement, can be raised to like 30, 300 to 500 million TFX a day? Actually, we are referring to USDT, not TFX, because I felt 10 million USDT a day is too little. Again, we have mentioned it before, is because it's due to the limitation. So therefore, the company can come out with daily 10 million plus USDT for coin settlement. Of course, we can go to 20 million, we'll do that. All right, but because of the banking limitation. Can the company penalize those IB or manipulators setting a ridiculous price? Well, this is a free market. We can't penalize them. So against, go back to seller buyer. Again, this is seller. Okay. At this point of time, we do not have Indonesia version of this update, but I plan to do it within next one week to 10 days. I'll do it in Bahasa Indonesia. Do stay tuned and look at in the traders room. I will be able to put into traders room the Zoom link for Bahasa Indonesia. Is there any TFX, BTC, or TFX ETH pair to trade? At this period of time, we do not list our coin yet. So TFX coin is not go for listing yet. All right. So once in future we go for listing our TFX coin, then you can actually trade TFX with BTC or TFX with ETH or any other pair that's available in the market. But at this point of time, we are not ready to list our TFX yet. Is there delay in withdrawal of USDT from TX exchange? Under normal circumstances, no. But if some USDT we found to be suspected of unusual activities, then we will put under review. Okay. How to make the price of TFX become 1 USDT? Well, if the seller insists on 1, then the buyer, by all means, they have to go back to 1, to buy at 1. But again, you never know. Is all the seller, are they united in this area, or are they have congruent minds, the same mindset to sell at 1? Some they may sell at 80 cents, some they may sell at 70 cents. You can't control, or you can't read the seller's mind. One email for one ID. I have 6 fund manager, so I need to create 6 new email for each account? The answer is depend on you, but most likely not. Okay. Again, you need to differentiate traders room and TX. TX exchange is where you sell your USDFX and get USDT, or you buy USDT to buy TFX. So the transaction, the trading of TFX to USDT, USDT to TFX is in TX exchange. If you have 6 fund managers, 6 account, you actually need one. You don't need 6, right? You just need one ID in TX exchange for you to do transaction. The rest of the file you need not activate. Okay, but the rest of the 5 account, how to move their TFX, you can always log into the traders room and do internal transfer into that one account that you have activated in TX exchange. I hope my explanation is very clear. I try to make it as simple as possible. Okay. When activate the TX, the email must be the same with email we register in traders room. The answer is no. You need to type in your email address. Remember, here you have to type in your email address. Let me go back to the slide. See, you need to type in the email address. But of course, you don't type email address that you does not have access to. Okay. How many types of coin will be listed in TAX exchange? Within next 3 months, we plan to list top 5 to 10 coins. There's active coins in the market in our exchange. Okay, within 3 months time. How do I reset all my preset withdrawal address in TX1? So when you reactivate, you need to reset everything again. All right. So this version, upgraded version, is different from the old version. So you need to redo everything. Okay. Do we need to have verification code for internal transfer? Under internal transfer features, you actually no need to have verification code. Okay, if you understand how the old format of internal transfer happen in the traders room, you will know that there's no verification code involved. This is a good question. Can I transfer TFX or USDT in TX exchange? The answer is still yes. All right, the answer is still yes. But most of the IBs investor, they felt that why not we move back? They request us to move back the transfer of TFX or USDT into the traders room, which is more convenience for them. So we moved that back. Okay, there's another good question from one of the investor. Can you explain again, one email is for one account only? If I have 10 funds, I must have 10 email. I already explained that before. How about proxy account? Same logic applies. Okay, if you have proxy accounts, you actually can, if you can log in into your proxy account in Traders Room, you can do internal transfer of the TFX or USDT in the Traders Room. So you actually no need to activate the TX account of the proxy. Okay. The main concern by all the investors that have more than one account is that they want to move their TFX from one account to another account. How can they do that? They can actually do it now in Traders Room. So you need not activate all your TFX, TEX account in TEX exchange. You just need to activate one so that you can trade. Okay, I hope it's clear, guys. Do you clear with this one email things? All right, clear? Huh? Okay. And the other thing is that clear, good. Okay. When we buy USDT from TEX exchange, is it guaranteed that it's clean? Yes, the answer is yes. If you buy USDT from the exchange of first clean, you need to know the source. Of course, we will always check the source that come into our platform. You say that TFX will be public. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying TFX at this point of time is not yet public. Okay, but in future when it go to listing, of course it will list in TX exchange. It depends on then whether other platform will also list TFX. It depends on other platform. If they feel that this TFX coin has high liquidity, it means a lot of people trade TFX, so they may also want to list in their platform so that they can make some commission out of it. Okay. All right, I think that would be all for me, guys. So basically, I hope that you are clear with these current new changes. Again, I would like to remind everyone, please go back and look into this PowerPoint and start conduct a lot of session with your team. Okay, relearning features in Traders Room is very important. Whether they want to set up their 2FA features, it's up to them. All right, so if they don't want to, no need. All right, then get familiarized with new TEX platform, where to find the sell button, limit sell, limit buy, okay, market price, where to find that button, and look at the chart. You can also create different chart, pull the different chart into the whole interface. If you have two screen, you can actually pull many charts to see different charts using different methods, right? So that's how versatile the new platform would be. Okay, for those of you really trade, so you may also look into that. All right, and just remind everyone, know the intrinsic value of TFX is at 1. Okay, so that's how the whole process goes. Okay. Okay, so I think that would be all for me by now. And last before I end the session, number one, for some of you may have question, what happened to the China market? All right, so China market, we have two different part. Okay, number one is we already opened up the China market for registration. So this China market registration, uh, for those non-Rajesh group, okay, for those non-Rajesh investor, we actually opened up the China market long time ago. All right, about a month or 6 weeks or 8 weeks ago. All right, so in fact, a lot of China nationally they can actually register and come in. In fact, they already came in. All right, so with USDT to buy TFX, and the Rajesh group by mid of March, middle of this month, the management will come up with a decision and they will notify all the Rajesh investor using the support ticket. Okay, so please do look into it. Okay, so this is how the whole thing works. Okay, guys, thank you. Yeah, some of you say very clear. Okay, important. All right, so that will be all. And thank you again for coming to this webinar. If you want to come in more, please come in for tomorrow evening. And again, stay blessed over the weekend and stay healthy, stay happy. And again, of course, I need to apologize. I cannot answer all the question by all of you. All right, so I need to select that those who can help to make enhancement or understanding of today's webinar materials. All right, so again, yeah, some of you may also ask regarding the Cyprus trip, what is going to announce. We will inform the qualifier through support ticket by mid of March as well. All right, so that will be our stay tuned. By mid of March, we will inform all the qualifier, Cyprus qualifier, what will happen. Okay, so before I go, I will also put in again today's webinar material into the chat box. You can see now this is WeTransfer link. And for those of you who doesn't have WeTransfer link account, I will put in, I will also upload a PDF format. Okay. Is there any incentive trip for 2023? The answer is not yet. Okay, we are not planning to do any trip, new incentive trip in the foreseeable future. Okay, so once we have it, we will inform you early. Okay, all right, so that will be all, guys. Thank you and good night. Thank you for your feedback, clear presentation. Thank you.